Good morning, berries. It's not morning. It's the evening, and I just got out of the shower, so my hair is curly through right now. And today's video is a little different because I need to get my head clear. I need to do this thing that I always do when it comes to figuring out what it is that I want to do. So some people make lists, which are really great. But if you have a lot of stuff that you have to do, lists can be overwhelming. They can feel like, oh my gosh, this is just a long list. Excuse you, Chewy, is just finding a spot right here, okay. Lists could just feel like a long list of things that you may not ever accomplish. So, I've been feeling that way lately, and this is like, I don't know. I feel like my approach to life is feelings are temporary. And how I feel now is not how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. It could be different, and any obstacle or challenge that comes my way can be overcome. I just need to figure it out and look at it from a different angle, or scale back. Like either way, it can be done. It can be figured out. There's a way to do it. So John and I were talking about our YouTube channels and stuff that we want to do. And LifeBurry is easy because I just gotta vlog. I just gotta talk to you guys. Always simple. Gaming is easy because all I gotta do is I gotta play video games, and that's fun. That's a good day. Strawberry 17 has gone through so many changes because, to be 100% honest, I was using Strawberry 17 for the past couple years just to show people that I could produce shows and I could create great content at super high quality that could live elsewhere other than YouTube. And I think it was great, but I think I was a little bit ahead of my time with creating that kind of content and people not being really ready to receive it. Not my YouTube audience. I get what they wanted and what the change was like for them, but none of that was a waste. It's all come in handy. And now I'm at a point where it's like, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be myself. I want to do the things that make me happy, but I also want to see my channel succeed. And being on YouTube for as long as I have, 10 years, it's hard. Part of me sometimes wonders, like, should I just start over from scratch and have a brand new channel so my numbers can be more accurate to my views? But the thing is, no matter what I do, YouTube's ever-changing algorithm and them never knowing what it is that they're doing is always gonna conflict with what it is that I'm making. So, you know, I could be doing great because the algorithm is favoring whatever it is that I'm doing, or I could be doing horrible. And there's nothing that I can really do to change it. And I'm at a place now where I have over 1 million followers, and you know, even LifeBurry has a lot. It's not accurate to views, and there's stupid idiots that comment on my channel and say stuff like, this channel is dead, and it's so hurtful. And I wish it didn't hurt me. I wish it didn't hurt my feelings, because it's like there's so many other nicer comments, as John has told me when I say this comment, this person said this, and he's like, yeah, but another person said this, and I'm like, I know, but for some reason those kind of comments, I don't know, you know, they say something that is a fear of mine, which is, you know, my channel is just not what it used to be, but like a, you know, good percentage of that is my fault because I wasn't current or up to date, and another percentage of that are things that are out of my control because I can't predict the algorithm. All I have to do is constantly adapt, and after doing that for 10 years, it's exhausting. So, long story short, it's time to regroup. It's time to figure out what it is that I really love doing and make videos doing that, because I don't want to produce these big shows anymore. I have a whole pitch deck full of all those really awesome shows that we've created, and hopefully someday those can live somewhere else or for a different network or television even, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But for now, for me, this year on Strawberry 17, some changes need to happen. They need to be good changes. And I read a lot of your guys' comments yesterday, and people were like, I really like LifeBurry because it feels real. It's like, how do I make Strawberry 17 feel real? Because I don't want to be another, like, face. I don't want to be a gimmick. I don't want to be a trend. I want to be myself. And I want you guys to subscribe to that. I want our community to be that. I want that more than I want a trillion views or likes. I just want it to be real, because without even asking for any of that or wanting that, I think that just comes naturally because it's something people can believe in. So that's what I want. Okay, I'm back and I have a headband now because my hair was getting out of control. So one of the things I would have to ask myself before I would start creating like a list of things that I want to do for when it came to YouTube, gosh, my hair's crazy, is what makes me happy. And you guys can follow along with this too if you'd like to, you know, create a list with us. And if YouTube is something that you want to do, hopefully this is helpful. Maybe it's not YouTube that you want to do. Maybe it's just life in general. There's some goal that you have, and you could just kind of maybe follow along and somehow figure it out how it, I don't know, corresponds with whatever that is. So first things first, what makes you happy? Some things that make me happy. Obviously, I really enjoy Pokemon. I like drawing. I like cooking. I like anime. I like doing cosplay. I like doing geeky things. I like doing stuff that has to do with like geek fashion, so like the casual cosplay type stuff. I really like throwing parties and putting outfits together, collecting things. I like inspiring people. I like making people laugh. I like being a good role model. Those are things that I really, really like doing. So now that I've said that, and hopefully, you know, you take a second to make your list, whatever it is that you're gonna do for your channel should revolve around those things. Because although maybe you have like a viral hit of something that you did, if it doesn't make you happy, you're gonna get stuck having to do it like every single week, and it's gonna burn you out. And you really, when it comes to YouTube, really only want to do the things that make you happy. Now, they may not be successful right away. Eventually, people will notice that, hey, that's what makes you happy. Hey, that's a good idea, and they like watching it because they like seeing you happy, and they feel happy when they watch it. So that's one thing. So there's that. Johnny boy, see if this will stay put. It's my little makeshift tripod.
Won't hit the thing that it's on.
Okay, try your best. What makes you happy?
What makes
you
me
make
happy?
me happy. I like doing fun things with you.
You make me happy.
Oh.
I like traveling with you. Traveling with you is really fun.
Traveling is fun.
I like taking video of all that stuff.
That is fun.
I like taking pictures. I love taking pictures.
John's really good at taking
I like
pictures.
editing pictures too. She taught me how to edit pictures.
Now you're better than me.
And now I'm better. She says I'm better than her, but I
You're
don't.
pretty good.
I have an aesthetic.
Oh, you have a theme?
I have a theme.
I can't believe you right now.
It's funny. Oh my god, wait, calm down. It's like, John, like, I want you to edit this picture and I'll edit it and I want to see what you do.
Yeah, and yours was really good, except it was a little too, like, yellow for my current theme. But it was really good. It still looked really good. Okay, that kind of stuff makes you happy.
Yeah, I like voice acting, obviously.
Voice acting
I like
makes you
using
happy.
my voice. I like video games.
Video games?
I do a lot of gaming.
I like video games too, that makes me happy.
You didn't say that?
I said it separately, not along the things.
We already know that.
I'm obvious. Obvious.
Yeah. Card games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Board games like chess. I know you probably weren't thinking that, but chess is fun.
Plays it all the time. He tries to get me to play with him, and I'm just like, stop, that's boring.
It's a
Listen, nerd!
It's a man's game. I like doing research on like history. I like doing a lot of historical research. Well, I used to think that I was gonna be a history teacher.
Ah.
This was way back in the day.
Really?
Did I tell you that?
No. Actually, I think I might have overheard you saying that to somebody.
Yeah, I think it was like after I saw Hercules, the Disney movie, the animated Disney movie, I got huge into like Greek myth. Then that just like snowballed into some more historical research.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad is a huge history nut. You know.
You do know a lot about history.
Yeah, so kind of just been brought up around
It's impressive.
historical research.
I loved history class. I loved world history. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay then, everyone, write down things that make you happy. Write it down. Okay, ready? Number 2. I have a little list of things that make me happy. Wrote them all down. Your list does not have to be as long as mine. If you have a few things that make you happy, that's fine too. The next thing is, who do you admire and look up to the most? Who's someone? They could be someone who's like a movie star, or a friend, or parent, or whoever. Just someone you really admire and look up to the most.
Think about my grandfather and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say one person
Yeah, it could be multiple people.
because they immigrated here to the U.S. from Portugal.
They migrated.
They migrated. During like the civil war in Angola, they lost their house there, and then they had to stay in Portugal. My uncle had to go to college, but Portugal was so like overpacked with people because of the civil war from the different colonies down in Africa that you had to wait like like almost years to actually go to college. So they came over to the U.S. with practically nothing, almost nothing. They worked really hard, and they got to where they are now. I always thought that was pretty impressive, pretty amazing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I admire a few different people. Some of them are fictional characters. Kamala Khan, she's really cool. She super loves the stuff that she loves, and she isn't afraid to show it. And she stands up for what is right, like any other superhero. Amy Poehler is incredible. Who I always preferred Tina Fey over Amy. Not like you have to choose one, but when I read Amy's book, it made me realize, like, I super look up to Tina Fey too. But like Amy Poehler is just, I feel like I got a little bit of a sense of who she was, and she was so like warm and confident and comforting and encouraging and inspiring, and reading everything that she's overcame and reading everything that she's went through, and how she's so much of a boss, but she's also human, and she's not perfect. It was just, and she's able to talk about that. It was really inspiring. I sometimes feel like I dream too big, and it's nice to meet other people who dream just as big. And it may take a bit of time, but you see those dreams happen. And Tina Fey is just such a boss. Her name is on so many different things. When you find out Tina Fey was like a producer or a writer on something, like, or at least for me, I want to watch it because I want to see what she did. And I admire that. That's something that I find really cool, and I super look up to, because I don't know, I want to be like that someday. So, and they're so incredibly funny. They make people laugh. That's that's a huge part of their job. I think that's really cool, and it's tough being in an industry. Being a minority, being a woman, is super tough, and it's cool to see people like them who have done it so well. So I really look up to them.
That's a good one.
So Kamala Khan, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler.
I also have Davy Crockett.
Yeah, there you go.
If you guys have watched the recent LifeBurries.
Okay, so that question was important only because the next one is, how do you want to be perceived? The people you look up to most, they really kind of shape the person that you want to be. So you have to understand, when you're making a YouTube channel, or you're being in the spotlight, or being a leader of some sort, people are going to be looking at you and seeing those traits that, you see in a person that you look up to and admire. For me, I want to be perceived as someone who is kind and considerate and a good listener, and is comforting and soothing and, inspiring. Because I've had to overcome a lot in my life, so I hope that people would see that and know that. But not in a like, oh, I feel sorry for her kind of way, but in a way that they know that just because bad things happen doesn't mean that the rest of my life is bad because of it. It was just a part of my life, and I'm better because of it. So I hope people see that. I hope they see me as a hard worker, someone who is funny and relatable and lovable. Fingers crossed. I know my mom thinks that, but it's different when other people look at you and you're like, oh, I hope they think those things about me. I mean, this is a very honest answer, and it makes you feel a bit vulnerable, because you have to be almost a little bit I don't know, you have to think about this yourself in kind of a different way. I would hope I would be perceived that way. And I think most of all, I would hope I would be perceived as honest. So much of what I do can seem like it's for a show, or this is my picture perfect life. Look at me do these fun things. But it's a lot of hard work, and I just want to be seen as a hard worker. Someone who's constantly, I guess, just not someone who's just taken something and now that's theirs, oh, lucky them, but it's something that I've earned along the way. So I guess that's how I want to be perceived.
I agree with you on that. I always wanted to be perceived and want to be perceived as a hard worker. I also want to be perceived as someone who other people can look up to or get advice from, or someone that can help, because I really like to help other people. It actually makes me really happy.
It's one of the things
I like
you
to
wrote down. Help people.
Help people.
Yeah, I like teaching people too. That makes me feel really good.
I find helping people and making people laugh are very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever my friends would be down or something like that, and I could make them smile, I feel like it would just change the whole day. I could even it would even change the whole week for my friends and for myself, because sometimes laughter is the best medicine, you know?
Okay, so now that you have all of those things written down and figured out, then the next step is you have to figure out what kind of videos do you want to make. So that's, we answered a lot of questions, but this is the foundation of your channel. This is the foundation of like what it is that you're going to make or where it is you're going to start. You got to start with the stuff that makes you happy. You got to make sure the stuff that you make falls in line with how you want to be perceived, because that plays a big part in like who you look up to and who you kind of want to be similar to. So lumping all those things together, this is how we start to form what we want our channel to be about. I like making people laugh, so why don't I try doing something like skits? That could be really fun. My channel started off as music videos, and I would do basically little skits within the music videos with my brother, and that was fun. We had such a good time. The gifts people would make and like the comments all the time, the pictures and stuff. It was just really, really funny. So I want to get back to doing something like that, because I feel like I am silly in a lot of the stuff that I do, but there's something that comes from being able to perform in that way. It's like, it's refreshing, it's exciting. So there's that. I like collecting things. I like Pokemon. I'm like really, really into that, and that's not a phase. It's not a fad. It's not going to die out for me. It's something I really enjoy, and there's such a fun community around that. So definitely want to continue with that, obviously. I love cooking. Cooking is exciting. I do love the pop and cook-in, even though those take a little bit of time. I do still really enjoy making those. It's so exciting making something new and then getting a chance to eat it and try it. One of the things I wrote down was I do really love something new, like trying new things for the first time and experiencing them, whether it be food or new product or a new place. So I think I want to bring that back, doing new things, something new, but not trying to do so much stuff that would like make me want to puke, because that sucked the fun out of something new when it was really weird stuff, like the horse cream and then the silkworm. Yeah, they got me with a few things that was like,
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, it's up on my channel. Something new started to become not so fun. Yeah. And I remember I got interviewed and they like had me try a chicken foot. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the weird girl that tries weird things. I want to try new things, experience new, different cultures. So I think that'll be a factor as well. I would love to do cooking on my channel every single week, but I like when it revolves around like something nerdy, and those take a bit of time. So maybe that's something I do every once in a while, but not every single week. Maybe I can do some sort of fashion type video, but it focuses more on like the geeky stuff that I like. And I also really like those date videos that we would do. Those are really fun.
I love those dates. And I still have so many like date ideas.
Yeah, that was really fun. Even though that was for like a sponsored video, I like the idea of doing something like that, because it also gives people ideas for if they want to go out on a date, which is really, really cool, and that's something I really enjoy doing. So maybe that's something we could do like once a month as well. Another thing I thought that we could do, because I like doing videos together, obviously those silly challenges, just because that's fun. Like, why not? That's like a silly video, and people like seeing those kind of things.
I love doing those. I want to do those a lot more.
We do like the boyfriend-girlfriend type things. Those are fun. Oh,
they're so easy to edit too.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. But I was thinking a while ago on LifeBurry, we did this impressions video, or I did it with my friend Megan, and she's super good. She killed it. I think it could be really fun if we do like an impression challenge where we choose 5 comments that people want us, maybe 5 or 10 people that they want us to do voice impressions for, and then we make a video and we'll react to each other doing the impressions. I
like this idea.
Right? So we can see
I remember that video, yeah.
It was a good video, and it was really fun. And since you love doing voice acting, and I have a good time doing it too. It's pretty fun.
She's really good.
Stop it. Stop it. I think that could be a really fun thing that we get to do together. And I like doing stuff with you. So
I like that too.
So those are some video ideas that I've come up with, and in the past they've worked out really well. So I think that's what I want to do. And with something new, we could try stuff together, or you could go out and find some new things, be like, oh, I think you'd really like this.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I've come to. This is after doing this whole exercise, thinking about some of the things a bit more. This is what I've realized, and those are some of the things I want to do. It's a little overwhelming. It's a little confusing, because you're like, how does this have anything to do with my YouTube channel? But at the end of the day, after doing this for as many years as I have, these were questions I had to ask myself.
Yeah.
And they helped me build the foundation for who I wanted to be online.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I've come up with those video ideas. But they stem from the things that I like doing, the stuff that makes me happy, and I think ways that will help in how I want to be perceived. Because how I want to be perceived is pretty close to just who I am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm not perfect too, so.
Yeah, no one's perfect.
But it's just, I want to just stay true to the things that I really like. And that make me feel like I'm not trying to like, oh, I've got to film another Poppin' Cookin', better put on a fake smile and pretend like I really love doing this. The only thing I dread when it comes to Poppin' Cookin' is how long it could potentially take. But I mean, at the end of the day, once I get rid of that, I'm really excited to do it. There's where my honesty comes in. So what do you want to do for your channel?
I also like making people laugh, and you know, voice acting is at the top of my list, things that make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do skits, but like cartoon stuff. So
You want to be a cartoon.
I want to be a cartoon. I mean, that's something I've always wanted to be.
Right.
I always wanted to be a cartoon, so I want to figure out how to make animated shows. Maybe in Minecraft, maybe like role play stuff, possibly. That's a thing that I have done before.
Aphnow does that.
Yeah, and she is killing it. So.
Yeah, she's real popular because of it, so.
So yeah, there's that. That's an idea that I have. Maybe not just Minecraft. Maybe other things too. The one that I'm having a little trouble trying to come up with an idea for is the fact that I like to do a lot of like historical research and writing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how I could make that a video. Maybe if I kind of go on the reins of like what Comicstorian is doing with comics, I could do something like that with history. But I guess it would have to be like relevant history, something that goes in with what today's culture is talking about, or it's an idea.
Mm-hmm. Or you could just start with what you know.
Yes. Also, video games are a thing, and they will continue to be a thing. I like doing those Let's Play videos, and I would love to stream. Streaming is something that I really want to do. I have to get a new graphics card because mine is just not working out right now.
Yeah, it kept dying when we were trying to play Baycraft.
Yeah, it's not able to stream games like Overwatch for some reason. It wasn't like the frame rate isn't that great with the one that I have right now. It's old. Like you said, the dating videos. I want to do some more like artistically shot travel/date stuff.
We could take each other on dates and plan them out, and it'd be like a surprise.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
No, it's gonna happen. It's already happening.
But that's a good way to cross-promote each other's channels.
Yeah, it is. I also want to try and come up with our own like boyfriend-girlfriend kind of challenge videos. I've been talking about that. It's like I'm like walking through the airport and I'm just like thinking about how could I challenge Megan to something and make it kind of like on the reins of what we've done before, but different, new and different.
Interesting.
So I've been trying to come up with like challenge videos in my head. And exercising. I've been trying to figure out like how I can make a video out of exercising because I love exercising. I love the way I feel.
You know what we should do? I was thinking about this too.
You were?
One of the most go look on LifeBurry. Look at the most viewed video on LifeBurry. What do you think it is?
I don't want to say.
Guess. You won't be able to guess.
Oh, I should know this. I look at the videos every day.
You won't know.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be a cooking thing.
It's the zombie run. It's when I did the zombie run at New York City Comic Con. I had a GoPro on my head and I ran through and I was in really good shape. So I was just like gunning it through. I beat everyone. Like it was Joey and I first and second place.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought the camera stopped recording because your expression.
Oh, no,
like,
that's
what?
awesome. That's so cool.
But like more stuff like Tough Mudder.
Tough
like
Mudder,
that
yeah.
is exciting. Just the first person view of us going through and doing something like that. That was really, really cool. And that was I believe it might have been 3 miles. No, was it? It was like a good amount of like distance. But it's like a 20-minute long video. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 miles. And there's obstacles and stuff like that. Maybe we should start like, getting fit and then doing stuff like that because that's fun.
I would love to do that. I remember before I met you, I was gonna start training for this thing called the what was it
Spartan?
called? No, it wasn't the Spartan. It was a swimming one. It was like a running and swimming one. It was called like the frog or something.
What?
Frogger.
It's not a bike? thing?
No, there's no bike. It's.
Oh my gosh, that could be really, really fun.
It was just like a swimming one,
You have
but
to teach me how to swim.
this one is a little bit too crazy.
Oh, I'll just cheer from the sidelines.
But I don't know. I don't know if
I can do whatever I want, John.
Oh yeah, of course you can do whatever you want. I want to do Tough Mudder with you, and I want to carry you all the way. I want to carry you all the way to the end. I remember when we got to the point where everyone's ankles started giving out, and she just couldn't do it anymore. And a couple other people just had to go.
I could have kept going. I could have kept going.
I know you
But
could've.
my knees and my ankles were hurting. But also, did you see Lena's face? Guys, Tough Mudder, Lena looked like she looked green. She looked like she was dead.
Yeah.
Like her heart was gonna give out. And like she was gonna die. I don't know if I could have finished the whole thing, but I probably could have kept going for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
What really killed us in the beginning was all of the uphill and downhill.
So
the rest
much
of
uphill.
Tough Mudder was just flatland. So it makes me think that I could have gotten through with it because you could skip out on some of the obstacles, but my knees were just like shot. But we
Yeah.
could do that.
Oh, we totally could.
And that's a fun way, like doing a little bit of training and stuff.
Yeah.
Even just going up for a run with a GoPro on.
Yeah.
We could do fun, exciting type of
I
workouts.
want to do more skating stuff too. Like we go skating on the boardwalk.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Ugh.
We could do fun stuff like that.
Yeah, I like doing stuff like that.
Well, that is the end of this brainstorming video. And this vlog is just a little bit different. It's the end of the day. I've been like editing and filming. I filmed like 14 videos today, and I still have 10 more to go, and then I'll be done for the day. Woo! Yeah, machine. All gaming.
You need coffee yet?
I do need coffee. I
Okay.
do need coffee. Although I just took some Tums because my stomach was hurting.
Oh,
Sometimes Brussels sprouts makes my tummy hurt.
really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard this.
Sometimes they're just really hard on my tummy. We had a really amazing dinner. But anyways, I hope this video helped you. I hope it inspired you.
It did.
I hope it did. I hope just hearing us talk about some of our ideas and things that we want to do and the way that we're inspired to do them motivates you and inspires you to do these things for yourself. Don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel like, oh, it needs to be perfect, or I'm not for sure, there's too many things that I want to do. Just start off and start doing it. Just get it done. And the more you do it, like practice makes perfect. My very first videos on YouTube, they're so embarrassing. They're like, for me it's embarrassing because I just was like, oh, I'm awkward, I don't know what to do, but you have to start somewhere. Yeah, like we'll support you. We're behind you. Leave a comment and let us know like your YouTube channel or a video that you did. We want to watch it. LifeBurry, we can sort through the comments and we read all of the comments. We really, really do.
We do.
So we want to know what you guys are working on, and this could be our thing that we do together.
I agree. Let's do this together. Because
Maybe.
I need help too.
Yeah, you do. It helps. See, sometimes you just have to talk about stuff. It really helps to just put stuff in perspective. Because you could be inside your head about things and all the stuff that you want to do, but until you actually say them or start writing them down, it just kind of stays there.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. Now, like, you're motivated and you're encouraged to want to go and try out these things. And you'll start seeing this stuff show up on our channel, which is awesome too, because you guys got to be here at like the start of it. A lot of LifeBurry this year will just be us being honest, because I don't want to put on like a fake vlog or a fake show of me trying to come up with a video for you guys to watch. I want it to be stuff that I'm actually thinking about and wanting to do. So I feel like with this video we capture that, even though you're seeing me in my like Rambo hair.
That is all Megan, 100%.
How cute is he right now?
He's
He
cute.
really has to go pee. You go potty?
Does he? Oh, there he goes.
Oh, it's potty time.
Being real.
Whoop.
Don't hit the camera.
Pee pee potty?
Pee pee pooty.
All right, LifeBurry. We'll see you guys later.